everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed and local government as honest as possible. City Council regular meeting agenda, August 17th, 2021. Open session to begin at 7 p.m. Closed session has been pushed to the end of the regular meeting. You can participate by phone by calling 605-468-8002, access code number 156811 #. The meeting will be streamed on YouTube Live. You may also make public comments by submitting an email to citycouncil@livingstoncity.com. Comments must be received by 2 p.m. on the day of the City Council meeting. You will need to provide meeting date, item number, name, email, and comment. Limit to 300 words or 3 minutes, please. Please include public comment in the subject for the email. Citizens' comments, you will normally get about 3 minutes. Under awards, presentations, and proclamations, the recognition of Livingston Community Health, followed by announcements and reports. Public hearings. The construction of a 20-unit multifamily housing development at 2137 F Street. The construction of a new commercial building divided into 4 tenant spaces at the Brothers Gas Station, Food Mart, and Restaurant site. An ordinance adopting a new rate schedule for water service rates. Resolution and ordinance adopting a new schedule for domestic wastewater service rates. This is the largest consent calendar I've seen in a long time. It includes 2 warrant registers, minutes of meeting held on June 2nd, minutes of meeting held on August 9th, the annual housing element progress report, a denial of claim for damages, the adopting of an ordinance for the new garbage rates, the award of an agreement for landscaping services to Central Valley Tree and Landscaping, award of agreement for information technology to Mid-Valley IT, and a service agreement with Axon Enterprises for the replacement of police equipment. And there's more. Accepting completion of the construction of the roundabout at Main Street and B Street, approving the purchase of new playground equipment for Lucero Park, approving signatures for banking services and local agency investment fund, the LAIF, the accepting of a grant of easement for public road purposes, this has to do with the Pink Store, and the approval of an agreement with Vanessa Portillo to serve as interim city manager. Then we have discussion and potential action items, only one, the official name for the public area where the old Court Theater was located at 620 Main Street, followed by council directions on future agenda items, and then closed session. Conference with labor negotiator, police supervisor employees association, Livingston Police Officer Association, management confidential bargaining unit, clerical bargaining unit, public works and park unit, then potential litigation, significant exposure to litigation, number of cases, 2. This map shows you the location of the 20-unit multifamily housing development. And here's the location of the new commercial building, which would be divided into 4 tenant spaces. On this chart, I have highlighted the projected 5-year water rate schedule for residential homes. And on this slide, I have highlighted the 5-year projection for residential wastewater fees. And here is the calculated 5-year solid waste garbage rate schedule for single-family residential highlighted. The claim for damages is from a fall taken by someone at or near 934 6th Street. The city plans to award a contract for landscaping services to Central Valley Tree and Landscaping to maintain the landscape and maintenance districts during the summer months. Now we're going to take a look at some excerpts from some meeting minutes. This one from the June 2nd, 2021 joint meeting between the City Council and Planning Commission. This was a joint City Council Planning Commission General Plan Update Workshop. One of the main topics discussed was fostering economic growth, with the city manager suggesting they add the notion of retaining, expanding, and recruiting. Also, agriculture was brought up, commercial and industrial space in the general plan area, and cannabis. The ACE train also came up, with City Manager Ramirez noting that they were halfway in the process of the ACE train station, that they were waiting for the ACE Board of Directors to make a determination on where they would put the ACE train station. There was a special meeting on August 9th, 2021. There was a question about whether or not the city attorney would show up or if he would be on the phone. And the mayor had noted that the city attorney did not give notice that he was not going to be present. The minutes state closed session announcements, no reportable action was taken. However, it also does not clarify whether or not the city attorney participated. The annual housing element progress report needs to be filed with the state every year. The current form is focused on determining the number of housing units that have gone through the various steps of the entitlement process and the level of affordability of those units. Translation: how many housing units are being built or are in the planning stages of being built. About the award of agreement for information technology to Mid-Valley IT Services, and staff is recommending that they keep Mid-Valley IT. Service agreement with Axon Enterprises for the replacement of police equipment. In background, we see the Livingston Police Department acquired body-worn camera and in-car video system in 2015. It captured both audio and video from the police officers' body-worn cameras and any traffic-related contacts initiated by members of the Livingston Police Department. The system has lasted approximately 6 years and is coming to the end of life due to the need for the replacement of system software and equipment. The fully integrated cloud-based system they're planning on getting will decrease employee time of having to burn numerous videos on a daily basis to a disk for the district attorney's office. The new system also provides for live streaming from the department for major incidents and also record redaction in the case of public records requests. Another feature for the in-car solution is license plate readers. This will be a general fund expense as part of the police department. The item about the roundabout is to make final payment of retention monies to the construction company. A congestion mitigation air quality grant will cover 88.53% of the construction, with the city picking up 11.47% of the cost to be paid through other funds. Here I threw together a little calculation to estimate how much would be covered by the grant and how much the city would have to come up with. New playground equipment for Lucero Park, because the current playground equipment at Lucero Park is over 30 years old and is failing. As parts break, they can't replace them with new parts. The equipment will be funded by the benefiting landscape and maintenance districts, and equipment replacement cost is expected to be about $44,060. This is about updating signatures on the different bank accounts. Here are the people who would be authorized to sign on the City of Livingston's account with F&M Bank, and you will notice that 2 signatures are required. Next, the signatures of people allowed to sign for investment of monies in the local agency investment fund for the deposit of money of the City of Livingston for the purposes of investment by the state treasurer. The following City of Livingston officers holding the titles specified below or their successors in office are each hereby authorized to order the deposit or withdrawal of monies in the local agency investment fund. And you can see the 3 here. Grant of easement for public road purposes, has to do with the building that most of us know as the Pink Store. It recently had some lot line adjustments in order to split it up nicely into 4 different parcels. And I've highlighted what they're talking about here in orange. Next, approval of an agreement with Vanessa Portillo to serve as interim city manager. As for the fiscal impact of this action, the city attorney states that there will be incremental savings of approximately $20,000 annually from the differential between the former city manager's salary and the interim city manager's salary. In the agreement itself, the city warrants that as of the commencement date, it has initiated the process for the recruitment of a permanent replacement to the city manager position. And the very last item on a very long agenda is discussion and direction on the official name for the public area formerly where the Old Court Theater was located at 620 Main Street, Livingston. Staff recommends naming the area Courtyard Plaza. Since this was originally the Court Theater site named after the Court family that had a long-standing business here in Livingston and helped establish Livingston, we wanted this area to have a historical factor. The Recreation Department put a survey together, and the results of the survey concluded to name the area Courtyard Plaza. Photo credits. Any views or opinions I express on these videos are my own and do not represent the views or opinions of the City Council or City of Livingston. Unless, of course, I am using direct quotes or video from City Council or other public meetings, then it's pretty obvious whose opinion is whose. Copies of source documentation available upon request.